What's going on, YouTube? Freedom here. It's been a minute. Happy to see you guys. Hope everybody's doing great. Drop some comments below. Let me know how you did this BOC season. Did you qualify? Did you get your Red Wings? Were you in All Stars? Did you place? Did you get a dragon, a castle, a wheel march? Do you know people? Did you follow live streams? Who's the coolest streamer? Give us some feedback. It's been pretty hectic. Been chomping at the bit to get some content out to you guys. As you know, I had to kind of go incognito just to kind of keep my information a little bit more private going into like a competition like that. You know, a lot of high-end players, a lot of speed ups, you know, a lot at stake. So did pretty well. Happy it's over, but definitely let me know how you guys did in the comments below. Kind of start off with BOC. As you guys know, the first week I had a really bad matchup. Like 2 people showed up of like 300 something, no power. So kind of got off on a rough start. Started off at 98th, the 98th slot, considering how bad the matchup was. I'll take it. And then the second week, I jumped up to 19th. Third week was 11th. And then the first week, or the final week, excuse me, I jumped up to 6th, which is kind of disappointing because I use healing speeds to push from 11th to 6th because I was under the impression that there's an activity castle that unlocks if you are within the top 10 in the Ultimate War season, which the BOC season going into All-Star qualification is the Ultimate War. So didn't unlock, message support, and they said that this was not available at this time. So I guess it's situational. I know a couple others that are kind of disappointed as well. However, I guess you can't really complain because we got this beefy, huge, amazing castle with, you know, stats and, you know, debuffs and range attack buffs. So rally 5%, reinforcement 5% increase, which is pretty cool. Not a fan of the Wonder 2, the gold. So I'm working on, you know, Wonder 3 Dragon. I unlocked it. I do not have the Pasture Dragon. I'll talk about that here soon, the new one. But looking forward to seeing what those final stats are. But let's dive into All Stars. I don't want to go off on a tangent. I'm just going to do a quick recap on, you know, what took place. I'm going to show you guys some reports and just give you like an overall of the finals. And All Stars, Sir Philip, I don't think anybody is shocked by him coming in number 1. Well deserved. So congrats to Sir Philip. Rest of the stats that came in. Oh, this is actually the BOC season. Yep, C6. No castle. Disappointed about that, but life goes on. So let's go to All Stars. Top charts. Oh, it's not showing the All Stars anymore. Huh. Interesting. It removed it. Oh, man. So Sir Philip was number 1. I finished 2nd. And I'll have to pull the reports because they switched it up on me. See what happens? We'll go to mail. Saved. This here was the final stats. So if you look at the Facebook page, you're going to see number 1 was Siren, number 2 was Sir Philip, and then I placed 3rd. The reason why is that in the finals, Siren actually outscored everybody. I think they had like 19,000 points, if I'm not mistaken. Sir Philip had 17,000, and I had just under 14K. But the way it works is that the winning team automatically takes the top 15 spots. So even though Siren finished number 1 in points, they got dropped down to number 16 because their team lost. It was a really good match. It was a really good fight. I think we were down like 4,000 or 5,000 points the first 30 minutes. And then it stayed really between like 3 to 8K up until like the last like 20 minutes. And we just decided like, hey, you know, we have a point lead, so let's just not be risky on rallies that we're sending. We kind of pulled back quite a bit, and we just reacted to, you know, rallies coming our way, and we were able to pull out the victory. At one point, I was about 300 points away from Sir Philip, pushing for 1st. And then it just got to a place where it's like, hey, let's not make any moves that's going to be risky and cost our team the loss. So it was a really good team effort. Really, really good team effort. You may see these rankings and these stats, but I do want to take a second here to show some love to who I believe is the real MVP of our team. and we're going to take a look at him right now. And that's going to be Shizo. I don't know exactly how you say his name the right way, but one of them's got to be right. I don't think he cares either or. But amazing player. I got matched against him and BK the Terrible in round 2. These guys did a really good job working together. Getting matched, we lost the second round against these guys, and then the final round, we were on the same team, and he just set off rallies. He read scouting reports. I don't think anybody would have had as many points as they did if it wasn't for his participation. So, as he said in chat, unsung hero. But kudos, man, great job on just getting rally info out fast, scouting, reading reports, calling out rallies, shooting them off. Really all around great player. So I definitely want to give him some love on here for what he contributed, along with everybody else. Every round, first round, second round, third round, everybody played their part. I'm talking more about the finals here, just because it's the finals, right? It's the last 50 players that are left in the contest. So overall, finishing 6th in the BOC season, and then finishing 2nd overall in All Stars, I'm pretty happy about that. If somebody's going to take the first place, I don't mind losing to 11 point something bill player, right? But we all got really good rewards, really cool castles. Let me take a look here and see if I can show you guys the Apollo March. Some of you guys may have seen it, maybe you haven't. If not, you're going to see it again. Let's go ahead and just shoot a march out somewhere. We'll send it to, there we go. And there it goes. Oddly enough, I didn't think I really care about the Apollo March going into it. It was more like, oh, the dragon for sure. The castle, definitely. And then the Apollo, I think most people were like, I don't really care about the Apollo March, but I think it's pretty cool. Definitely glad that everything worked out the way it did. Learned a lot this All Stars. Round 1's pretty hectic. There's a lot of soloing going on. Second round, there's the team that has the most communication and that works together is definitely going to win. We learned that the hard way going into round 2 against the team that we faced. You guys can check the scores on that and see. I think 6 or 7 of their team placed in the top 10 easy, if not more. But definitely learned a lot. It was a lot of fun. I do have some people that I know that are just finishing up they're almost at the level 4 on the new Grand Dragon. I have not unlocked it yet. I'm just farming. Probably in a couple weeks I'll have it unlocked. Right now I'm working on Nidhogg, the Wonder 3 dragon, so I can get that super sexy black and purple dragon that does the loop-de-loop. So that's what I'm working on now. I have gotten some messages about reports from the finals. Sir Philip was on my team, and I didn't see a lot from him, but I can tell you that he's over 1,250% range attack. I believe over 1,100% ground attack, and right around 950% on ground defense. So I had no surprise there. He's got incredible buffs, probably some of the best that you can actually have in this game, and I'm sure they'll only get better. But let's go ahead and dive into the actual reports from the finals. Scroll down to the beginning of the 8th. All right, so we'll start off at the bottom. I started off on a solo hit against Angel. Didn't think they'd have reinforcements that fast. I mean, this was within the first couple minutes. I still pulled 24 mil win in the power exchange, but I thought I'd do a little bit better than that. I don't know the exact amount, but they have a ton of cabs, which is something I like to do. Get people early on before they have a chance to really get situated. In this case, in the finals, these guys were prepared for that, but still came ahead with points for my team. Let's go to the next. We got Defiler Gorn. This was a solo attack on him, pulled 35 mil. And these guys got some really good defenses. I'm used to hitting people with a lot of caps and just really just, tearing it up. But these guys, again, the finals, best players on the continent. Um, Still favorable outcome. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking like, like I don't really know if I want to do any more solos because it's a lot to heal. You send that one March for 30 mil power exchange. It's not really worth the justification on healing. So I'm pretty sure after that I switched it up. I could be wrong. Let's see. So after that, Siren. Siren, I don't think gets a lot of attention because Sir Philip is kind of steals the show, but I'm almost positive in buffs and debuffs, he's right on point with Sir Philip. He probably doesn't have as many max specialties as Sir Philip does, but he's, as far as what you need, he's right on point with him. But he attacked me one time, no reinforcements, and it was pretty even. He scouted me after, and then nothing. That was it. I think I got rallied later on by him, but he just took one swing, and then he called it a day, which I took as a compliment. So thank you, Siren. So let's go to the next attack lost. Okay, no, one more solo attack. I went head to head with Will Wallace on the Lion team. 130 to 198, a little bit better. I'm pretty sure he's got some pretty decent debuffs on range attack. Yeah, he's minus 526. As you guys can see, I'm at 1175. So he almost capped me at 50%. Not quite, but pretty much there. But again, still like to take, to have to heal up 100, like a full Archer March, for, 68 mil power difference, still not ideal. Let's go on to the next. Defense. So now I'm starting to get rallied. I wasn't really calling out too much for reinforcements early on, just because I felt pretty comfortable in my defenses. So these guys sent 11.7 mil rally at me, which is a Scipio hit. And I'll take this all day long. I mean, for me to lose 408 and these guys lose 817, that is not the outcome that these guys wanted. So, I mean, really, as long as I don't mind healing, I mean, you can keep on coming. I mean, that's more than fine with me. So I had never been rallied at all going into All-Stars. Shizo, he got me on a really good one on the second round. Kind of learned from that mistake. It didn't happen again. Subsidies being out, getting hit with no debuffs is pretty ugly. But the final round being involved in a lot more rallies, it keeps your subsidies and your debuffs in your keep, which makes it you're just more prepared on defense. Nobody's going to catch you with your march out or subsidies out or your pants down, if you will. So this I'll take all day long. No reinforcements. I think later on I started calling them out a little bit more. That's 127. Let's see. Another rally came my way. They sent one bill. Whoo, 13.1 million. They must have had the either somebody had a super big rally or they got a hold of that rally building. But they sent one bill and I only lost 296 mil. And I actually had really light reinforcements too. So that definitely helped the point total. I think these guys sending these rallies my way and me winning in this fashion, I think it's a big reason why. I mean, it's a huge reason why I was able to play second on our team. It's just a lot of points coming my way with the advantage of being able to defend with, various amounts of reinforcements. So thank you, BK. Let's go to another one. No fears, just straight up hit me. He lost 145 to I lost 31 mil. We'll call those easy points. He was ghosting. I don't know what happened here. We sent a range march. So maybe it was just cabs. I have no idea what took place here, but we lost 528K and he lost 1.4 billion. And he had no reinforcements. So that was a huge hit. Bless PM, great guy. Sorry to show this report, bud, but these are all the reports from the final. So 44 mil we lost. He took 1.5 bill loss, so we zeroed him out. Excellent hit. We did a rally on I Am the One, 93 mil to 553. Another good report. Defense is 1. I got rallied again. Woohoo! Yeah, love those rallies. I lost 177. Let's see. I probably had more reinforcements. Yeah, see, at this time, this is probably around the time that we're pulling back, and we're just, looking at who's scouting us, what rallies are coming our way, and then making sure that we have the right reinforcements coming in from, from teammates. But definitely a huge difference when you have reinforcements. I only lost 177 at that time, which is, a big difference than the other 300 or 400 mil that I lost. And these guys still took, a pretty big, they lost their march coming in at 881 mil power. So that's really cool. Attack lost. Let's see, 93 mil to 584. Looks like we rallied Siren, which I know this guy has crazy debuffs. 26 mil. I'm willing to bet it's probably 50%. So he's got minus 565, which is probably half of whatever came his way. I'm pretty sure he's 9 and 9 sub-mayors accents. So whatever, for the most part, whatever stat you have, he's probably cutting it in half. Attacks 1. I am the one. We lost 8 mil to 593. Another really good outcome. Defense is 1. Oh, wow. They rallied me again. So yeah, again, towards the end, the last 20 minutes, we stopped sending rallies. We just reinforced each other. They pretty much had to do something. So, but I'm pretty sure that's almost every report from the finals. Anything that I had anything to do with, though, whether it be, reinforcements or defending rallies. But really good outcomes. So I think I in total I had 5 rallies sent my way that I had really good outcomes. So it was definitely a learning curve. I think everybody going into this All-Stars, being on the last continent, nobody had a ton of experience and what you're supposed to do. The ones that did, it really shined, when it comes to communication, when it comes to, reinforcements, setting rallies, placement of your hive, speed is king, when it comes to this type of competition. So that's all the reports. Hopefully this gives you guys that fix on what was going on the inside. I know that we didn't post a lot of reports as this was kind of going on in the finals, just because everything's moving so fast in communication. A couple of people asked me why I didn't live stream. Well, it's my first time. It's not something I'm super, fluent in doing. So I wanted my full attention on, the task at hand. But I'll be putting out some more content on some things that I wanted to put out over the past month, but I couldn't just because of the competitive aspect of things. So definitely keep a lookout for more content. Hope you guys had a great All-Stars. Definitely post below, whatever experience that you had, whether you were in it, whether you qualified, what you placed, your friends, live stream. Give us some feedback because it's definitely a really fun experience. Hope you guys are doing great, and I will see you guys on the next video.